Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making these mittens that I have made for you guys, and these are going to be in the same kind of style as the Harry Potter scarves and hats that I've been making. These are to match those hats and scarves that we have been making. So yeah, let's get into how to make it. If this helps you in any way, please don't forget to leave a like, because that helps my channel grow and helps this get out to everyone. And I will probably be offering a pattern for this. It's gonna be with my team stuff. I just put it in the Harry Potter colors to kind of make it look like a matching Harry Potter set, but it is the team mittens is what these are called, the thin stripe team mittens. I will probably be doing a solid stripe, the thick stripe team mittens later on, but today we're doing the thin pattern mittens to go with the hats and scarf sets that we have for you guys. All right, let's get to the video. Okay, today we're going to be making the thin pattern mittens for the Hogwarts house. We are using the big twist in medium gray, and we're using the big twist in varsity blue. Okay, and we're gonna actually start with the varsity blue. Okay, you're gonna need waste yarn and stitch markers as well, so have those handy before you start. So we are gonna start, let's go look for the white. Okay, we're gonna do a long tail cast on because we're gonna need this for weaving in. Okay, all right, so cast on in your zigzag starter pattern. My machine hasn't been used in a couple of days, and weeks, and it's letting me know it. Maybe it'll warm up soon. All right, now make sure you go in here, and I like medium tension. Use whatever tension you want on your gloves. And now we are gonna go for 37 rows. So when this says 37, we will move on. So keep going. Okay, we are on number 37. Now it's time to start our pattern. We're gonna snip it here. We're gonna grab our secondary color. I'm gonna put this one back there and this one in the front. Okay. I'm gonna tighten and tie. I'll do the better tying later on. So we're gonna do this for 2 rounds. So we're on 37, 38, and 39. We finish on 39 on this one. Okay. Okay, you are here. You're gonna snip this now. And you are gonna go for 3 rounds of the other one. So put that in there. So you're on 39, 40, 41, 42. We're ending on 42. Tighten that one there. Okay. We're gonna tighten and tie. Okay. All right, this is row 42. We're gonna snip it here. And we're gonna change the color. Always make sure you're doing it on the white peg. You see, I marked my black ones because I was having a hard time seeing where my white peg was. Okay. And so for this one, you're doing another 2 rows. So you're gonna end at row 44. Tighten and tie, and we're gonna come back and tie all of these later. Okay, snip it here. And now for the next one, we are gonna do 4 rows. So we're here. You're gonna grab this here. Do a few, tighten, and tie. Okay, and so we're going to row 48. And this is row 48. Snip it here. Grab your gray again, and we're gonna just do 2 more lines. So we're gonna get to line 50. Tie in and tie. Okay, snip it here. We're gonna go to row 53. So go to row 53 on this one. And stop there. Snip it here. And then the last row we're gonna end on is 2 of these. So 53 to 55. Okay. And that's it here. Okay, so we don't need a long tail cast off on this one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna snip it. We're just gonna snip a bit of a tail, not too much. I kind of want to end in blue. I feel like I should end in blue and not in gray. We'll do one of blue. We're gonna end this in blue because I'd rather have blue be the color I end on than gray. So we're just gonna do one row of this one. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna snip it a bit of a tail, not too long, just in case we need it later. I'm gonna snip a bit of a tail. Put that in there. And now here comes where your waste yarn comes in. I'm using this blue waste yarn here. Okay. And we're just gonna hold on to it. We can lightly tie it, but not deeply tie it, just so that it doesn't get in the way. And I'm just gonna keep going until the waste yarn is finished. You go however long you need for a waste yarn. I will show you this little trick once the waste yarn is on the machine enough. Something I like to do. So it's easier to find my middle. And that is right here. Okay, so this is my middle. That's where I anchor my counter. And so I'm gonna take one of my stitch markers. I'm gonna take one that's super not the color that we're working with. So I'm gonna take yellow and I'm gonna grab the blue right here. That's the middle point, right? I know that's the middle because I put that in the middle. You can count, use the number to find your middle point, which is 24. But I put my counter on the middle point, so it's easier for me to find. And now I'm just gonna keep going until this falls off the machine. I always hold it under to help so that the machine doesn't pick back up the stitches like that. Sometimes it'll hold on to it, but when I hold it, it does not. And it lets them go. So this panel is done, okay? Nice solid stripes. Okay, let's do the little one. There you go. There you go. Snapped right in. I have my little tension guide here. Open that there. And this one is just going to be in the blue, okay? Or your main color. So, hold on. I'm going to take this tension guide out for now. Let me find that black. Okay. So we're going to start with the longest tail cast on. Not too long. Don't be like me. All right, where is that black? Okay. Let's start casting on in that zigzag method. Okay. Put it here and reset that row counter. All right, 14 for the medium size glove. And 14. Now let's find, I forgot to mark this one, so I have to wait and see for the black. There it is. All right, you can snip it here I'll give it a bit of a long snip. All right, so now I'm done with both those yarns for now. Stick this in here, okay? And I have on this end as well some waste yarn. Let me just grab both of these and have the waste yarn go. I don't want this to untie, so I'm gonna just do a small little tie on this. I'll untie that later. Let me loosen it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I always get a waste yarn that's glides. This yarn is thinner than most of my other yarn, so it just like glides through the machine. I could probably let it drop now. Okay. Maybe let it drop at the middle point. Also, don't forget to do what I did with the other machine and the middle point. So the middle point of this machine is right here. So I'm just gonna, same thing, grab a stitch marker. Follow this lane down. And right there. That's the middle point, okay? All right, I'm gonna drop this here. Let it go around one time and hold it up so that it doesn't grab again. All right. And now you're gonna see different numbers of on the rest of the pattern, but follow this pattern. This is probably the nicer pattern that I do, but I had different numbers. I didn't like them, so I had to rework the glove. So just keep that noted. Okay, so let's stretch out our pattern. I'll do a better stretch once I tie in all these ends. So let's tie in all these ends. I always like to work from the first one. Okay, it already had a tie, so this is gonna be the second tie. I like to do 3 ties, guys. The second one a little tighter, and that third one I just really go ham. All right. I'll probably cut off the ends because you'll probably feel them. So I'll probably cut off the majority of them. Okay. And you're going to keep going till you get all of them done. And then I'll meet you back. Okay, now I can stretch it more. This is going to be a big mitt. But it's for my son who's a little taller and bigger. All right, so I did say I wasn't going to leave these long tails this time. Sometimes I leave them in, sometimes I don't. And this time I will not, because I don't want you to feel this. So I'm going to just trim these off. Trim the excess fat. All right. Make sure I don't trim that one. Okay. And we're good. All right. So let's pull on this one. And then I'm going to flip it inside out. But we're going to pull on it like we pull on our beanies. Okay. I'm getting there. It's closing up. Okay, close it like you would your beanie, and we'll do it together anyway. Okay. So take your needle here, and I have a long tail on this side, so I'm gonna have a lot to wrap around, but the long tail was intended on purpose. Okay. I swear my hair is all in this project. I keep finding my hairs in here. Nothing to do about it now. Alright. Keep pulling on it. Okay. Go through all the things just to tighten this up. Okay. I'm gonna go through it to the middle on the other side and just tighten it. Okay. I'm gonna just tie it here. We're gonna tie it 2 times, and then we're gonna be done with this side and stick the needle in on the other side. Okay, one more time, and then we're gonna bring the needle to the other side. Make another knot. Okay. Gonna take the needle right in the middle and stick it on the other side, because we're gonna need this yarn in a little bit. Okay. There we go. Okay, now that's closed, and now we're gonna take this, we're gonna leave that there, grab your crochet hook, and now find your middle point, which for me is over here. I'm gonna take my 2 stitch markers, because the ones that get hid a lot are this one right here. So I'm gonna pin it, and this one right here. I usually, and I did it for this one, have a stitch marker in the middle so I know where to start. I am just gonna guesstimate. I'm gonna guesstimate. You can count them if you want. I'm just gonna guesstimate. And you're gonna grab your crochet hook. Look at all my hairs. And grab the blue and you're gonna grab one and one. So one from the top and one from the bottom, or one from the bottom like I am, and one from the top. The first ones are always a little harder for me to grab it, and then once I have them going, there you go. And you're gonna grab every single one, top and bottom, top and bottom. Okay, so keep going, and I'll see you in when we're at to the end. Okay. Okay, so I've reached the end, and now I'm going to, now that it's here, I think I grabbed the bottom loop last, so I'm gonna unsnap this one and grab this loop right here, and the same thing with this one. I'm gonna grab this loop and undo it here, and then somewhere here this got tied in. Oh, this is the loop. Pull it through. All right, now this is already falling off, as you can see. Just pull it off. And the last loops, you want to make sure that every loop was grabbed. Okay, so now I'm on the last loop. So I generally just check that every loop was grabbed, and that no loops get drop stitches. Okay, so now that we secured the bottom and the top, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it in half, whichever way you want. If you have a bad side, you could do the bad side inside. This would be the time to kind of make the bad side on the inside if you have a bad side. So we're gonna take from here, and we're gonna count 11 stitches. I already did it on one side, but to show you how you count them, I'm gonna show you right now. So this is one right here, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And on the 11th stitch, I'm gonna put a stitch marker. Okay, so it's 11 on both sides because your 22 pin machine is gonna give you 22 pins, so it's 11 on each side. Okay, and then you're gonna take this top half and you're gonna mattress stitch it down all the way up to here. So let's take our needle and the one from the top. Okay, you're gonna take the one from the top and for this one you're gonna want to mattress stitch it, so you want to leave it on this side like that, but on the top you can't mattress stitch. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna whip stitch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold where I want the mattress stitch to start. I'll probably hold it with a crochet hook to be fair while I'm stitching, so that it's not in my way. So I know more or less where I want to start. So I'm thinking I can start the mattress stitching around here. So I'm gonna make sure that these things are lined because I'm going on these lines for both, and then I'm just gonna whip stitch up top here, just to get them together. Okay, and this will probably be the inside of your project. If it you know, if it doesn't look so nice, you're gonna flip it inside out anyway. Okay. Yeah, because it's too bunched up here to do a whip, to do a mattress stitch, so I'm just whip stitching it until I get to closer to the bottom where my stick is, and then I'll start mattress stitching it. Okay. And now when we're doing our mattress stitch, we're gonna go inside here and grab the loop on this side. Sorry if the string's a little dark for you to see, but this is just the color I'm using. Let me see if I can get this closer. You guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I did this side. Now I gotta come and grab this side. Okay. I'm not gonna tighten it now, but now you want to make sure you're staying along this line, the line that you started whip stitch mattress stitching, right? So this line right here for me, make sure it doesn't curl in, right? And this line over here. And I'm not gonna tighten it until the end. Okay. So just a mattress stitch on the inside. Okay, and you're gonna keep working it until you get down. Make sure this doesn't turn on you. You're gonna keep working it down until you get to the yellow, and or to your whatever color your stitch markers are. Mine's are yellow, so I'm gonna just keep working it till I get to my yellow stitch markers, and I will see you when we get there. Okay, I've gotten to this part right here, and I'm just gonna give it a tug to get all the ends together. Okay, now it's nice and neat, and now let's get the other part going. To sew it in, so right now let's do the same thing we did for this one. So we're gonna flat stitch this side and make this side as a beanie side. Okay, so do that to both the side. There's no ends to tie in this time, so this should be super quick. Make sure I don't grab the wrong end. It already looked like I did. Let me pull this end through. Okay, so don't forget to stretch out your project both ways. I have to look for my end on this side so I can pull it. There you go. All right. Okay. And the same thing, like I said, you're going to circle around and flat stitch this. So we will come back when I finish that. Okay, so now you're here. You're gonna fold this in half and you're gonna do a mattress stitch along the side. Make sure you keep whatever round you're on, preferably the last one. So this is the last round right here, and this is the first round right here. So we're gonna keep those two aligned, and we're gonna mattress stitch. We're gonna whip stitch this part together just till we get to the mattress part, and we're gonna do the same thing we did for the hats. I mean for the mitten part, and we're gonna mattress stitch this all the way down to the bottom this time. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the middle threads. Make sure I'm on the right line right here. This is the right line that I want to hit, and this is the right line I want to hit. All right. And keep going all the way down. Make sure you're on the same line. Okay, after we finished with this part here, I'm gonna leave the strings attached. You don't have to, but I'm going to, and I'm gonna take care of all the strings at the end. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your stitch marker and you're gonna close this side down as well, because you don't want to work on the gray. So make sure you're not working on the grays, because we only counted the blue part to be part of our project, not the gray part. So I'm stitch marking it here so I know where to stop. Okay, and you're gonna stick this in here, and you're gonna pick up every stitch in between. So how it's gonna work. And I'm leaving the strings in case I need to, actually. Let's take care of the strings now, because I have this big long string. I don't need this string. What I am gonna do is I see a little, like you see that little thing? I'm gonna tie that in real nice, real fast. All right. I'll do it with the longer string. And I'm gonna go around here and close off that little gap, because we don't want any little gaps in our project, right? Okay. Now we should be able to tie this off. Okay, I'm gonna tie it off here. Right? Now there's no hole there. Tie it off 2 more times, and then we're gonna weave that end inside. Okay. I'm gonna take this side and throw it in between the 2 layers, guys, in between the 2 layers. Come out. Make sure I'm in between the 2 layers. Yep. And now I can pull it a little and snip it, and now that's secure in the layer, so I don't need that string. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, because we've already tied it tight and secured it. Okay, stick it in between the layers, come out, pull it. Make sure you're only snipping the string. I'm gonna pull it a little tighter and snip just the string. And now the string is gone. All right, no more string attached on that side. Okay, now we're gonna stick it in here, and because we have the stitch markers here, let's turn this a little. I don't know why it got unturned a little. We're gonna grab just 2 of these, and I'm gonna grab where my stitch marker is placed, and I'm gonna secure it. Okay, and now for this one, we're probably just gonna do a whip stitch. So I'm gonna take this stitch marker off. I'm gonna leave the other one on until I get to it, and then I'm gonna go in between the next 2 stitches and grab these 2. Okay, you are just grabbing the 2, so you should have 11 on this side and 11 on this side. So just grab the next 2 and the following 2 and just keep going like that. I know this is a darker color, so it's a little harder to see, but just the next stitch over and the next stitch over. You're just gonna keep grabbing the stitches and securing that thumb on to the thing. All right, so just go all the way around, until we get to here, onto this side, and then we'll continue. Okay, so I went all the way around, took off my stitch marker, and I did notice that there was a hole here. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna take this, put this on the next stitch over, right? And if there's a hole, that's the reason we're leaving this on the top, to secure it. Okay, because we don't want any holes in our mitts. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here until I'm done, right? If when I'm done there's still another hole, I'm gonna use this string to secure it. But right now I'm gonna go to the string on the bottom of this. Okay, and now I did drop a stitch and had to pick it up, so you'll see a drop stitch here, but you're not gonna see it too much in the end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna mattress stitch all the way on this ridge here. Make sure you're on the right ridge, on this ridge here and this ridge here, and we're gonna go all the way up to here where the stitch marker is, and then we'll come back and see how the glove looks and how it fits. So I'm gonna just attach this side here. Okay, so we've already done a mattress stitch together. We're just gonna use the same method. We're gonna grab in the middle, and like I said, I dropped a stitch, so I'm not gonna have that gray looking so well, so I'm just gonna grab here, right? I'm gonna have to grab there twice because one of my gray stitches dropped. I thought it was a drop stitch and I kept pulling on it, and sure enough it actually dropped. So keep going, mattress stitch all the way down to where you secured over here on the gray. Make sure you grab the gray stitches that are marked off. I'm gonna grab here twice just to make sure, and keep going all the way down, and then we shall see you when you're here, and then we'll check the glove again. We'll try it on. Right now it's still stitched up here. I still have the string on this side, and I'm bringing the string over from this side. Okay, so keep going. I'm gonna keep going all the way down the lines on this side until I get to that blue marker. Okay, so I've mattress stitched it, I pulled it, and now before I take off the ends, I am gonna take off the thing. I'm gonna flip this project inside out and try on the mitten. Make sure there are no holes. I might need to secure that a little bit better, but there are no holes on this side. Looks good, looks good. Nice warm mitten. All right, and then you're gonna start securing all the sides. So if you like this side better, you can leave it on this side if you want, and just pull the thumb out here and put it in this way. I don't know, but you see, definitely that thumb needs to be taken care of. Okay, so I'm gonna take care of that thumb right here, this little hole. I'm gonna secure this a little better, and then I'm gonna make another one, and then we shall return when the second one is made. But yeah, that's how you do it. All right, super nice, super nice. And then let's, you can secure these stitches. So if you like this side better, leave it on this side, or if you like the other side better, leave it on this side. The only thing about this side is you're gonna see all the stitches here, so I wouldn't leave it like that. Oop, I didn't secure it that well enough, so I'm going to tuck that stitch in. To be fair, it's already pretty short between the other layers. But yeah, definitely stick that part on the inside. This is probably not the side you want to keep sticking out, so stick that part back in. All right, and now let's secure this hole, and then the same thing, we're gonna tuck these strings in between layers and cut them off. We've already showed you how to do that, so we'll see you back when we have another one of this. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I have now 2 mittens. I accidentally made this one with an extra line here, but I am not going back. So, but they fit me just fine. And these are from my son, so they're a little big on me on purpose because he has bigger hands. But yeah, we got our mittens going. Don't mind this extra line here. Please don't make a mistake like me. My machine didn't read this line, and I didn't realize it until I had already finished stitching it up. And I don't think my son, who these gloves are for, is gonna even care or realize it. But if this video helped you, please don't forget to leave a like. And if you want to see more makes on anything fiber arts related, don't forget to follow the channel. Thanks for watching. Happy knitting. Bye.